Tonight on the Austin Downbeat, Ruthie Craft performs 19 from her highly anticipated debut EP, Sound of Blue. Brian Wolff performs Talk to Me from his new EP, The Golden Age.
Welcome to the Austin Downbeat. I'm Kat, your host. Tonight I have Brian Wolff and Ruthie Craft. Please give them a round of applause and a welcome. It's really, really, really nice to see you guys again. I said it last time on the show, but I mean it. It's so nice to see you in person, and it's such a bonus part of doing the show live is to get to have you in the flesh, and then also just a teaser that you get to perform as well. So you both have, well, let's see. You put out, Brian, an EP in 2023, which just wasn't that long ago, called The Golden Age. And I think it was a year ago that I saw you at South by, because South by is coming up. This show is going to launch during the week of South by here in Austin. Yeah. And I think that's when I had already had you on the show. And that is when I met the Howlers part of Brian Wolff. Talk a little bit about Brian Wolff and the Howlers and how that came to be and the performance that you guys give. I think that's really the first thing that just kind of struck me with you guys.
I think we're just such a family, you know? So I think it's like everyone, you know, in the band just wants to be there and everyone's excited about the songs and I think that's just like such an inspiring energy to be around, and you know, just to have people in my corner that want to deliver like that means a lot. It feels great to know that like I can just play the songs and feel comfortable connecting with the crowd and stuff without worrying about like, are they into it? You know?
Yeah.
It means a lot for sure. So.
Yeah. I do want to give a quick shout out to the guys in the band. So Scotty Blanco plays guitar
sure
with you. Like, would you say lead guitar in your rhythm?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. And boy, does he play the heck out of that guitar.
Boy, does he. Yeah.
Like, he's in the audience tonight.
Yeah, he is.
But we're lucky to have him here.
Yeah.
Joe Valadez on the drums.
Yeah.
Like
drummer.
Mr. Cool in the sunglasses, just like heartbeat of the band.
Mr. Cool, yeah.
I love
That's
that guy.
Nickname. Yeah.
And Tim
good.
Moan on bass.
Yeah.
Just laying it down.
It's just such a gift to get to play music with those guys. So
yeah, it's not something that you, and I'm sure you know this too, it's not something that you can manufacture. I mean, yeah, you're putting a band together, but there's something there, there's intangibles there that you really, I guess, can only hope that you fill in the seats. What is it like for you with your people that you play with right now? Because you are also just the performance aspect to what you do. It's why I put the two of you together, is because when I think of both of you, it's like very different, but a real through line of just strong performance. Talk a little bit about it, what it's like from your perspective with what you do.
Yeah, as far as the band dynamics go, like every time I introduce the band on stage, I always say that I feel like the luckiest person because they're like, they become your best friends really, really quickly.
Yeah.
And like my brothers, really, it's really cool to be able to be up there and know that any of those guys would like pull me out of a burning building, you know, like some of them have actually shown up for me in my life in ways that I never, when I first met them, pictured they would be in my life that way, and just looking after me. And, you know, I don't have family here in Austin, so they are my family.
Yeah.
And it's really wonderful to be able to play my music, especially I have a lot of like really vulnerable songs about difficult things I've been through. And so to feel like I have this like cushion, this cloud of love around me of people who support me and love on me and also dig the music and can make those songs sound the way that I picture them in my head that I could never achieve on my own with just me and my ukulele. It's amazing. I mean, I feel really, really grateful. I have some really amazing dudes playing with me.
Yeah. I was just envisioning while you were talking, like when you guys both swim in the well, as musicians do, in vulnerability. I mean, Brian, your whole EP, The Golden Age, you're talking about very, very specific topics, which is one of the things I love about you, is because, you know, we can have a conversation and it can stay at a level and be sort of general. That's not my favorite. I want to go a little deeper.
Yeah.
And the both of you do that. But like you talk about real things, and when you swim in that reservoir daily and you create from that place, you kind of need to have people around you where you have that soft place to land and that are all in with you, and you both have that, which is just, I think as a viewer, I would think our audience would agree, it's just like, it's so attractive. Like you can feel it because we're all human. I just love it.
Well, you know, I think something about it too, to add onto the band thing and like vulnerability, is like being able to bring song ideas to the band. Like I'll usually have at least, you know, a verse, chorus of a song, and really know like the really deep specific thing that it's about. And sometimes it's very personal, and I never feel like it's like not accepted or I'm being weird or, you know, like, or, oh, that's too, like, you know, there's never any of that. It's just like, cool. Okay. Got it. Let's figure out how to like get that across. Which, do you feel like your guys are like that too?
Yes, but also I also have a lot of very honest people in my band, and so if they don't like a song or they think a lyric is dumb or they think the title's dumb, they will tell me.
Oh, that's great.
Which
Yeah.
it is great. You know, you have to get used to it.
And
But it's nice because I know that they're not there to just fluff up my ego.
Yes.
I know that like if I have a good song and they tell me that slaps, then I know that it does. You know, because I don't want anybody, like, that's not useful. Like, why would you want your friends or your bandmates
be
to,
honest.
yeah. So anyways, I'm really grateful for them. So yeah, they're really encouraging and collaborative. And again, like I bring them songs on my ukulele and they're like, oh, we should do this with this. I'm like, wow, would have never thought of that. And then there's no way I could have achieved that on my own.
Yeah.
But if I bring them a song that they're just not too keen on, they'll be honest with me. Sometimes I veto it and I'll be like, I still like the song. We're still playing the song. But, you know, it's nice to have that honest input.
Yeah. And the things that you're creating, your songs are so full and are so layered and poppy. How would you describe your music? Because I was listening to both of you guys on the way in, and with yours in particular, it just, it's just a different style, right? You're kind of rock. And would you consider pop? Yeah, you're pop.
Yeah.
But what you're saying and talking about is just so, it kind of pulls it down for me. Pop, when I think of pop, sometimes I think of like kind of, you know, gratuitous or something. I don't see you that way at all. I think of it as just being, but how do you transfer that from writing it on your ukulele to then what we're actually hearing when we play it on Spotify?
Well, I definitely got to give credit where credit is due. And my producer in Nashville, Ryan Lau, is a genius, and he's so creative and imaginative. And yeah, I'll just like show him voice memos, or this is how my band plays it. And he'll make these, like Deja Vu, my latest release. I wrote that on piano, which I don't play, but I was really bored in the pandemic, so I gave it my best shot. And I wrote this little song on the, you know, 4 chords that I knew. And if it's like, I should show you the original
I kind of
like
want you to
voice
send it
memo
to
of
me.
it, because it's nothing like how it sounds now, and I'm not mad about it at all. It sounds amazing. Like he just kept building and building and building, and he'll just be like, I'm just gonna throw paint at the wall and you just tell me when to stop. And I'm like, okay, cool. And usually I don't like, I'm just like, yeah, let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going. That Deja Vu has like a million
A lot
tracks.
of paint.
It has a lot of paint.
A lot of paint, but it doesn't, it's all perfectly placed.
Yes, and I think it was, for that song in particular, I wanted it to be dense and kind of complicated because that's what I was feeling when I wrote it. I mean, it's about like being frustrated with yourself, feeling like you have 2 sides of your personality and you can't make up your mind and you keep making the same mistakes, but you know you keep making the mistakes.
You're like, dang it!
Yeah, and there's a whole lot of emotions going on in that song, and so I'm really happy that he was able to achieve all that sonically. but yeah, anyways, working with him, with Ryan, and then I've been working with, a few other producers as well, in LA and Georgia, and it's awesome, like the power of collaboration. Again, if it were just me, it would just be like a kind of crappy ukulele song. You'd be like, she's cute.
It's Ruthie Craft and her
pretty.
ukulele.
Yeah, and that's never, like this, trying to be a pop star. So
It's not gonna cut it.
no, so
Yeah.
So collaborating with people who really, really know their craft and love music. Like the producers I work with love producing and they love listening to music. Like Ryan told me that he tries to listen to a new album every week because he just is constantly taking things in so that he can put good art out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. And who did you record The Golden Age with?
Oh, Frenchie Smith. He's my guy. Yeah. Yeah, I love Frenchie so much.
He's such an icon in this town.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's like go to him, go to his showcase at South by, see who he has, who he's bringing to the market.
Big time. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about Frenchie.
Amazing.
Yeah, really amazing producer, amazing guy. So.
Do you feel like after you recorded that, I mean, I'm sure you felt like you kind of changed, but can you articulate any ways that you sort of grew or changed just from being in that space in the room with him?
Oh, big time. Yeah, I think he taught me a lot about singing, and that like I don't always have to be like singing hard. I think there's like a lot of kind of scaling back on my voice a little bit and like kind of learning that like there's power in singing softer.
Yeah.
And like I didn't
kind of like golf.
Yeah.
Finesse.
It's so hard though.
Yeah, it is.
So hard. Producers are constantly telling me like, you're not on stage right now.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, but I can sing really big. They're like,
Yeah.
we know, just chill.
Don't.
Yeah.
So hard.
But yeah, I think like
Love
that's translated into the live show a little bit too. Like to be able to be a little bit more dynamic when I'm
I
singing.
was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like I get that from you.
Cool. Thank
Yeah,
you.
because I've seen you play quite a bit. Let's talk a little bit about just some good morsels for people. You're going back in the studio, I hear. So will there be new music for us later?
There will
soon?
be, yeah. No
When?
specific plans yet, but definitely by the end of the year, I plan
Yeah.
to have another EP out. So
Well, that's advantageous because I know it takes a while. I mean, I know we're in March,
we're gonna get after it.
but
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, please
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Do you have all the songs written?
Yeah. I mean, I want to have more songs written to be able to whittle it down more.
Yeah.
But I've got enough for an EP, but it's just a matter of trying to have like more than I need, so I can pick the best
A
ones.
little
You know.
extra
Yeah.
safety. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you, my dear, have let me see, what did I write down? You have a new EP called Sound of Blue that's coming out in June. Is it a summer type of album?
No, definitely not. Originally, I wanted to release it in winter, but you know how things go.
Yes.
It always takes longer than
Yeah.
he's going to take. It's nobody's fault in particular, mostly mine. So it's coming out in June because that's when all the songs are going to be finished.
Okay.
And I've already released a few of those songs. So Deja Vu is going to be on that EP. 19 is going to be on that EP as well.
I listened to the song 19 so many times it landed in my Spotify Wrapped.
Oh,
Like
that's awesome.
legit. That drum, I don't know who plays your drums off the top of my head, but that drum track, like
That
it's
was Kevin Parmley
sick.
on the drums there.
Sick. Every little thing, the way that that's recorded. Please listen to the song 19. It's so good.
So much.
It's so good. But you have a new single that you're releasing at the end of this month, right? Called Just Believe. And you're going to do a release. And you also do music videos,
Yes.
which I think is super
do that.
fun. You do that.
I don't know. I just feel like
Do you,
the music video is like the final form of the song.
yeah.
You know what I mean? To have a visual representation is my favorite.
Yeah. Well, you're very theatrical and you're an actress too, and you do that. So I think that fits, that tracks.
Yeah.
So where are you doing that big party?
That's going to be at Central Machine Works on March 30th, and it's going to be free. And yeah, we are going to have another band on the bill, but they're not confirmed yet, so I will not announce who that is yet.
Okay.
But yeah, that's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
I'm really, really excited about this song because it's another very personal song. I wrote it sort of on behalf of a friend who went through a really difficult situation. And so it means a lot to me. I also got like my favorite singers in Austin to build the choir, the background choir in it.
Oh.
Yeah, so we've got some like very lovely Austin voices in the
love
background
a
of
good
that song.
choir.
Yeah, I'm really
Yeah.
excited about it. So March 30th, should come out. It's gonna be fun.
I love that. Okay, good. And you have some shows coming up?
March 28th at Far Out Lounge. Really excited
Nice.
about
With
that.
the Howlers.
Yeah, with the Howlers.
I mean, buckle up, people. I feel like you think he's so sweet and he's so quiet. Wait until you get him on stage with his boys. I mean, when you guys did Thunderstruck at Pershing.
Oh, we did Thunderstruck? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Okay, yeah.
It was like just my adolescent self was just like it was amazing. They nailed it. It was fantastic.
I mean, that was Scotty and I, we like really, came up learning AC/DC on guitar and stuff. So just like that was totally our 12-year-old dream come true
Yes.
to like playing that in front of a crowd.
And you nailed it.
Oh, thank you.
But like that fits if I can just let people know what to expect. It's like Thunderstruck, that fits. Because that's the level that you play at, which is so it's fantastic. It's so amazing. They just have this like special thing that happens when they get together and they perform. You guys you become something.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
it's just one of my favorites. I love it. What else do we need to make sure people know? You guys both have really great websites.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, it feels a little old school to be pointing to a website, but actually, I don't think it is anymore. I think we've kind of like come full circle back around. So make sure to go to your websites, ruthiecraft.com, Brian Wolff, music.com.
Yep.
And merch and videos and shows and bios and such great visuals. So that's a really, really great way to know what they're doing. All right, well, I want to hear some music. What do you guys think? Do you want to hear some music? Yes? All right.
All right.
Okay, that's enough chatting for now. You are free to release, and we're going to reset the stage, and we will be right back with Brian Wolff and Ruthie Craft.
I've seen that look before. You're locked and loaded. Gonna leave it all on the floor. Don't leave me hoping for more than what I came here for. I didn't come here to change anyone, but you still reap the reward of a soul who don't know what she wants anymore. Can I say one more thing before you leave? Take me back to the time when 19 wasn't such a bad number. Before I went under, oh, rewrite the memories and undo how you mess with my head. Oh, if I never went under, well, I wonder, would I feel younger than this? One more time for the part of me that still falls apart when I hear your name. It sounds the same as when we were kids and we wanted nothing more than to leave our hearts out on the floor and collect than this. Thank you.
It's such wasted time, swiping left and swiping right on people you could know. 'Cause anyone who's worth a damn be worth way more than a picture could ever show. You could find the right light, find the right angle, and never find your soul. And it can feel like a losing battle, and this plot is full of holes. This modern way of finding love just makes me feel so alone. And I can't be the only one sick of staring at my phone. So look up, talk to me, a better way to spend our energy. Just look up, talk to me, we don't have to float alone on the open sea. Don't know that I believe in the old time fable, everyone has just one true love. All I know is you're across this table, and you're all I'm thinking of. So look up, talk to me, a better way to spend our energy. Just look up, talk to me, we don't have to float alone on the open sea. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wasted time swiping left and swiping right on people you could know. Whoa, oh, whoa, oh, oh, talk to me. Whoa, oh, whoa, oh, oh, talk to me. Whoa, oh, whoa, oh, oh, talk to me. Thank you.
That does it for the show tonight. Thanks to Brian Wolff and Ruthie Craft for coming on. Love you guys. Love you guys. We will see you next week.